Hello there, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And if this is your first visit, I hope it won't be your last. What is it I'm here to share with you today? Well guys, for Christmas, my husband got me the Draw Your Own Adventure book by Chloe Rose. And if you don't know who she is, I'll put a link in my description to her channel. She is one of the best YouTubers, art YouTubers on the platform. Anyways, if you have not checked out her channel and you like art or you just like really good videos, then you should check her out. Again, here is the book with the cover art. This is an adventure book, art prompt adventure book. And so these prompts or these art pictures go along with the prompts, and I like that. And again, there's more on the back. And so I started out by coloring in this page just a little bit, the introduction. I think you can see that I did that. And then that takes you to the first actual page. And that is that page. And if you notice, there's a red book there. Right here, and there's some glitter around it. I hope you can tell that it's glittering. Okay, it says, now you know I'm not the best reader, so I'll do my best. You find a small bookstore in a quaint town. The book spines appear blank, so you draw the spines to look like some of your favorite books. In the middle of the stacks, you notice a red book. Drawn to it, you pick it up. And that's why I made like lines coming out with, you know, the glitter and stuff. And I put some of the things like the works of Jane Austen, Wreck This Journal, Catify to Satisfy, Harry Potter, all the books, and Your Cat Did What, which is one of the chicken soup for the souls. One of my own books, Random Bleedings of a Broken Heart. Oh, I have all of mine up here, I guess. The Little Cook in the Tiny House, that's also me. And The Magic Ring, that's a children's book, that is my book. The coloring book is The Little Things by Creative Paula, I think. A Street Cat Named Bob. People Think My Girlfriend Is My Nurse. Yeah, Mr. Ball and Strange, Dark and Mysterious. Things like that. Welcome to My Nightmare. Okay, so you get that book, and this bear pops out. In the blink of an eye, you are drawn inside the book and meet with a strange-looking bear with bad fashion sense. Hello, my name is Bearlin. You opened my sketchbook. I've been trapped here in the Lost Sketches realm with no way out. I tried to buy another sketchbook without completing the last 4 I had, so this one has me trapped until I finish it. Please help me complete my sketches so we can both get out of here. So that's that, and I colored it in a rainbowy kind of vortex or whatever. And some of the stars have, and on his cloak and stuff, have glitter. I hope you can see it. And then on this side it says, suddenly Berlin is gone, and in his place a bizarre bouquet of balloons, birds, and floating rockets appears. Attached to it is your favorite possession. You know, the first thing you'd save in a fire if you had to. Once you're done drawing it, the balloon rocket bird bouquet shoots off into the sky with you holding on. And I drew my Bugatti, my cat. I know it's not great, but that's what that is. And next it says, slowly the balloons begin to pop and the birds fly away, and you're left on the ground. You notice a woman in red looking out at what used to be a beach. It seems faded away. You take it upon yourself to bring it back the ocean and sand. Then you draw a picnic basket on the swing next to the woman. So if you can see that, I hope you can, because I don't have my, maybe if I put my glasses on, I could see what you could see. All right, so I also drew a sandcastle on a bucket and a shovel, and I don't know if you can see, but I did draw the basket beside of her, and I tried to do the ocean wave coming in with using Stickles glitter glue. I hope you can see it. Hopefully it's glittering for you. Then it says, the woman in red is not moving, so you decide to peek into the picnic basket. Using only red, yellow, and pink shades, color the page, but watch out for the wasps. They might come to life the second you color them in. I tried hard to stick to the red, yellow, and pink. However, there are blueberries on the page, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But other than that, I tried to. I even used, what was it called? Something magenta. I don't know, to do the raspberries. Again, I gotta put on my glasses so I can see what you can see. Hopefully you can see. And there's some glitter and stuff on there too. Then the next page. I didn't do the whole book yet. I'm just showing you what I've got done so far. I'll do a complete flip through when I have it finished, provided I'm well enough to get it finished. The picnic basket suddenly begins to grow and make space for more food inside. You draw your favorite snacks because wasp-flavored jam isn't your chosen delicacy. So there is that, and I carried over the picnic basket on the swing. I had the food wrapped in this red and white checkered cloth, and so I brought that over. What there is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Excuse me. Coffee. A watermelon. Chips. A cupcake. Deviled eggs and chocolate chip cookies. Hopefully you can see all that. Then it says, covered in sand, jam and snacks, you walk farther down the beach and notice 3 beach huts. Using only pastel colors, the only acceptable colors for a beach hut, you bring them to life. So, I did it pastel, but I also did it light, colored it lightly so that it would stay pastel looking. And I agree, beach huts need to be pastel. And then it says, beneath the beach huts, you see some turtles. One has stolen a bucket to use as his shell. Using items you'd find on the beach, inflatable rings, beach balls, a random soggy sock covered in sand, give the rest of the turtles a shell before they get a sunburn. Well, I didn't go forward in the book, so later, spoiler alert, there is a bottle with a note in it. Well, I used a bottle and a note in it on the back of my turtle. Hopefully you can see that. And it's got little seashells and sand in the bottle. And then the other one has a sailor hat. You might find that on the beach. Hopefully you can see those. Hopefully they're okay. And then it says, you decide to head to the water. The swirls and shapes look familiar. Using only a fine tip pen, draw the shapes, creatures, or alien animal hybrids you see in it. I apologize. I have granulomas in my lungs. Make me cough. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I did like a hammerhead shark. And behind that is an eel. And there is a jellyfish and a seahorse and coral. Hopefully you can see all those things. I can't tell if the book's in frame because I can't see. Alright. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, so next With sand in every crevice, you jump headfirst into the water. Beneath the surface, you see Berlin holding a green crayon. Using only crayons, complete this underwater scene. For extra effect, scrape the top layer of crayon wax away for a more beautiful coloring experience. I've never done this technique. I tried to do it, but I was afraid to cover the top layer too heavy because I was afraid that it wasn't going to work. And so I didn't get as much effect, but you can see hopefully that I did it, and it did work. I mean, you can see it on the fish and stuff that I drew, and it is crayons, so I hope you can see that. And then it says, and I wrote that little note down on the bottom of the next page that I had tried to do that, not real successfully. Below you notice something shining, a treasure chest filled with a few measly coins. It looks like a couple of creatures nearby have stolen some of the treasure. Draw a seahorse and crab swimming away with the coins, then open the bottle. And I did just that. I also drew a sea urchin and a starfish, but they're not stealing anything. Just the crab and the seahorse are. So I guess there's the bottle from our turtle, because, you know, like I said, I didn't know it was going to be on another page. Hopefully you can see the critters there well enough. And then it says, an old map in a bottle. This should be weathered. It'll come to life with some warm tones. Use tea bags, water or coffee leftovers to give the map an aged appearance before drawing the regions on the map. I used my Caran d'Ache and colored it in, and then used water on top of that to give it an aged appearance. Not that I couldn't use coffee, but my coffee has chocolate in it, and I mean, I could have made a cup of coffee just specifically for this, but anyway. I didn't think of that until just now, because, you know, I'd be wasting coffee. Delicious, delicious coffee. Hopefully you saw everything, and there's glitter on stuff. And then it says, did I read both? Oh, okay. According to the map, the mountains are the first destination. Since you can't trust your swimming skills to get there, must be too long of a distance, you decide to draw a submarine with some old trash found under the water. A soda can submarine, a boat submarine, attach a propeller to it, and that's all it needs to get it moving. So I knowing that there's a lot of water bottle trash in the waters, drew a water bottle submarine and a straw, you know, to have air. So it's like the telescope part. And so I have it being like a rubber band going around like a fan blade. And there's a flashlight for a light. And sitting on like a beach bucket. And there's a frisbee on a stick thing to use as a steering wheel. I don't know. And bike pedals to use to turn the propeller. Hopefully, you know, I found all those things at the beach, and hopefully that makes sense. And there's me in there. So, and then the next page, it says, your submarine drifts through the deep abyss until you find two canvases floating, one complete, one blank. Perhaps painting the blank canvas in your own style will open a portal. So I did the mountains, and I don't know if you can see like around the painting, I did the glitter glue to make it like, oh, you know. So when you painted it, it turned magic, like a magic portal. A portal sucks you in, and suddenly you find yourself standing on a hill looking over the mountains, a tiny village nestled at the base. There isn't a paddle boat at the dock, so you draw one. Bring the scene to life using only one type of art supply. So again, I didn't completely do this correctly because I forgot the one art supply part. So I have fine liner, but I have colored pencil, and then I have the glitter glue. Because did I listen to the directions? No. So there I am in a paddle boat, and I'm going across to the little town right there, which also has glitter glue, so you can see that it's like, oh, there's the magical destination. And the tops of the mountain, you know, where there's snow, has glitter glue, because I like to use glitter glue to bring things to life. Then it says, the buildings in the village are very charming and colorful. It seems as if a festival is going on. Color the buildings and add balloons, streamers, and party decorations throughout the streets. Bonus points if you add metallic colors to the scene. Well, I did that, and I also added glitter, of course. And so here you go. I drew streamers, I drew confetti, I drew balloons, I drew the flag things on the like awnings. It was already up here, and the lights were already up there. But and I figured on this little thing here is what the what the party was, and it's a welcome party for me. That's what they're celebrating, because they're just so lucky to have me show up in their town. I don't know. That's what I wrote on it, welcome. And then I thought, wow, it's a welcome party. Hopefully you can see all that. And then the next page, it says, a close-up look at the banners reveals some interesting designs. Find the strangest patterns you possibly can and recreate each of them on a pennant, like airport carpet, a relative's curtains from the 60s. The options are endless. And I did do little designs. I just made them up in my head. So hopefully you can see the designs in each of the pennants. The next side says, you continue walking down the street until you notice an art store. Draw a neon sign that says open or closed and decorate the building to be more chaotic and artsy. Close your eyes and throw paint at the page. Draw fruit taped to a wall. Anything can be art. So I wrote across the awning, make art every day. I did the open sign on the door to try to look like a neon sign. I drew the stuff in the window, giant art supplies in the window, you know, to show. And down here at the bottom it says fish love art, and has a fish. And then it says cats love art, and has a cat. And then it says, do you love art, on the sign. And down here it says, the earth without art is just because I saw a shirt that said that and I wanted it. And here it says, come make some art, on the steps. I hope I did enough stuff to make it chaotic and colorful and artsy. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, next. You open the door to find a huge paint spill all over the floor. To make an even bigger mess, draw the shapes you see in the paint. So I drew a unicorn head and a bird and a penguin and a weird looking dragon-like seahorse and a fish and a plant and a heart and a dove and a flower and another weird seahorse-like thing and a 3-leaf clover, just and another bird and another flower. See if you can see all those things. Can you find them all? Hopefully you can find something that looks like something. It's a mess. but that's what it's supposed to be. All right. Now it says, whoever owns this place is incredibly untidy. Art supplies are scattered all over the place. Color them in your favorite colors. So my favorite color is pink, but I like all colors, so I used all kinds of colors. I can't tell. You can see. Trying. There. Can you see? And some is sparkly, of course. And, oh, down here, the watercolor paints down here are metallic watercolors. That's why they got glitter on them, see? Because there's these paints and other paints, and so I thought, why not have some metallic or glitter paints? Because I use a lot of Stickles glitter glue. And next, then it says, continuing your journey, you go back outside and find a bike. Make it as tacky as possible with mismatching colors, then steal it and ride off to the next page. I tried and made the bike all different colors, and I even put some patterns on it. And I put Bugatti in the basket, which he's not on all the pages. He should have been. I didn't think of it, but anyway. And I put balloons.
Linda's here.
Okay, Charles, I'll be right out. So there it is. I put, flag on the bike, and I put balloons on the, because remember there were balloons. So I hope you can see the tacky bike. And next it says, you take the bike farther down the road and discover an ice cream stand. On the cone, draw ice cream in the flavor of the last thing you ate. So the last thing I had, first I'll show it to you. So the last things I had eat, and I had coffee, and I had, underneath the coffee, ham and beans and cornbread with onions. And then I also had Chex Mix as a snack. So I put all those things on it because I thought it looked neat to have extra scoops. And I put a guy in the ice cream shop so I could buy the ice cream. And since it's a nickel a scoop, there's a couple nickels on the ground. Because what if I didn't have any money? I have to have nickels on the ground so I can find them. Alright, because I'm always broke. Next page. Ahead of you, an orchard appears just like the one on the map, but the trees are empty. Fill the orchard with different fruits. So I did that. There's apples, there's green ones and red ones, and then there are oranges, lemons, and pink grapefruits, or ruby red grapefruits. That's what's growing on my trees. And then the next page says, walking farther into the orchard, you find some weird fruits that look blended together. Create more weird fruits by mixing two different ones. Grape, oranges, watermelon, apples, strawberry, bananas. Now, I read ahead to the next page, and it is about vegetables. And in my head, when I started, I was like, oh, you're supposed to mix fruits and vegetables. No, fruits. But I did broccoli with carrots on it. Broccoli with cherries on it. I can't. Anyways, and then I said, what? That's not a fruit. No, broccoli is a veggie. Anyway, so I got with the program and I did it right. Then we have grapefruits. So it's grapefruit, grapes. And then there is peach or granite, which is a pomegranate peach. And what lemons, I guess, watermelon lemons, appange, which is an apple orange combination, straw blueies, which is strawberry blueberry combination. Hope you can see all those things. So I was already going over it with a fine liner when I realized what I had done. And So we have broccoli on that page. Broccoli and cherries mixed together. That'd probably be pretty gross. All right, so the next page, it says, weirder still, you find blended vegetables. Is that brock carrot, caracolli? Create your own vegetable hybrids. So I have cauliflower carrot combination, green barrooms, green bean mushrooms, peorn, make sure you get it's pronounced right, it's peas and corn, potatoes, beets and potatoes, green peppercini, which is a green pepper zucchini, and there is a peppercini that's a pepper, so that's why I said green peppercini. Bok cabbage, bok choy and cabbage combination, radish nips, which is parsnips and radishes. Hopefully you can see those combinations. And then on the other side is another one of those. It says, apparently nobody ever told you to not eat weird foods you find growing on trees. You start to get tired, and instead of counting sheep, you use a fine tip pen and draw the shapes you see and the colors before slowly drifting into a strange trance. So I have a bird, a heart, a goose, a weird guy with a really bad nose and he's sniffing, and a very strange looking dolphin, and a weird plant, and a weird looking squirrel, and a lightning going through. Hopefully you can see any of that. Hopefully you can at least see the guy with the weird nose. Alright, next, as things come into focus, you see the outline of a bear. Is that Bearlin again? A sure sign you're on the right path. You keep waiting for the rest of him to appear, but it never does. Still in a daze, you take things in your own hands and draw a famous masterpiece inside the bear to bring him to life. Now this is probably going to be a popular option, but I have never done Starry Night in any shape or form. So I did do Starry Night inside the bear, and I hope that I did well enough. I hope that's good enough. I don't know. I mean, I did part of it. I didn't do like the buildings and stuff. Then it says the bear begins to walk away, so you follow him. You end up at a farm. Do they grow crops, raise animals? Close your eyes, grab an art supply at random, and draw what belongs on the farm based on the color you picked. I ended up with brown, so I decided to do animals because I ended up with brown. So I did this cute little cow. I used references from Pinterest. I used a little ducky and a little cat. And then back here you can see what, like the hay bale, as I tried to do the area looking like, you know, they had just cut the hay. And then there's the mountain with the snow on top again. Hopefully you see all that and it's good enough. I think the cow's pretty cute. Next it says, you approach the barn and see an entire forest of trees inside. Draw the forest without lifting your pen, a swirly mess of trees made in one continuous line, then color it. I did not know, couldn't work out how to do that, so I just drew trees. Hopefully that's okay. I should have figured it out better. And there's a little spider on the web, if you can see it. I drew in there. But I drew a lot of trees. I should have tried harder to figure it out. I tried a couple times and erased it, and it just looked like scribbles. It just, I don't know. Anyway, and then you step inside the doorway and find yourself in front of an old tree, experiencing all four seasons at once. Orange leaves, falling leaves, snow. Draw each of the seasons on different sections of the tree. So I started out with spring, summer, then fall and winter. And of course, to represent snow, we had to have that glitter glue. So, and that's as far as I've gotten in my book. And, see. So I will do a few more page spreads and I will show you that in a few days. now. I figured that people were probably wondering, so I thought I'd give you a quick health update, which isn't much of an update. I had lymph node biopsy and a bone marrow biopsy and all of that because they thought I had stage 4 cancer again. They thought I had stage 4 cancer and then said, no, it's a fungus infection all in your body. And then, well, that's clearing up, so now it's cancer again. Well, those biopsies showed a lot of granulomas all through my body and through my bones, but not cancer. But I just had this spot on my face biopsy. I don't know if you can see it. There's a raised thing in my face. So we're waiting on the results for that. So we're not completely out of the realm of cancer possibilities, but now they think I have sarcoidosis or some other autoimmune disease or whatever. And whatever's going on, though, I'm getting weaker and more tired and more, sick every day. So I hope they figure it out pretty soon so we can do something about it. And that's where I'm at. I'm basically still not knowing what I have. They don't know what I have. I have all these specialists, all these tests, all this painful stuff that they do, and they can't tell me anything and can't cure it because they don't know what it is. So thoughts and prayers would be great. Thank you so much for watching and for listening to me babble. Please like, comment, and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you again in a few days in another video as quick as I can, because it takes a lot of effort and energy to do videos and edit and all that. And I just don't have a whole lot of energy. All right. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.